Okay. Hi, you guys. This is my first video. I will put the next one out. It's going to be a short one. Um, with the Book of Revelation. I want to talk about the Book of Revelation, and I want to use this prophetic language that Sir Isaac Newton had made, had wrote about. Oh my goodness, in what 1733? Um, like yeah, 1733. Years, years before um, the well, kind of 40 years before the Illuminati in 1776. I'm not good at math. That's why I'm reading about a mathematician. And I understand he is a master mason, most likely. But that's not what I'm looking at. I am going to use this that he took about 60 years of study in every languages of the Bible. He taught himself Latin and, Greek and Hebrew just so he could read it in the original language or whatever. So I'm not saying I'm trusting him all the way in this, but I will say that it makes more sense to me. So, for understanding the prophecies, we are, in the first place, to acquaint ourselves with the figurative language of prophets. This language is taken from analogy between the world natural and an empire or kingdom considered as world politic. Accordingly, the whole world natural consisting of heaven and earth signifies the whole world politics, consisting of thrones and people, or so much of it as is considered in the prophecy. And the thing in that world signified the analogous thing in this. For the heavens and the things therein signify thrones and dignities and those who enjoy them, and the earth with things thereon, the inferior people, and the lowest part of the earth called Hades or hell or Sheol, the lowest, the most miserable part of them, whence ascending towards heaven and ascending to the earth are put for rising and falling in power and honor, rising out of the earth or water, or falling into them for the rising up to any dignity or dominion out of the inferior state of the people, or falling down from the same into that inferior state, descending into the lower parts of the earth, for descending to the very low and unhappy state. Let me see. Okay. Well, let's just go. In the heavens, the sun and moon are, by interpreter of dreams, put for the persons of kings and queens. But in sacred prophecy, with regards not single person, the sun is put for the whole species and a race of kings in the kingdom or kingdoms of the world politic. The moon for the body common people considered as the king's wife, the star the stars for subordinate princes and great men, or for bishop and rulers or people of God. Within the sun is Christ, light for glory, truth and knowledge, wherewith great and good men shine and illuminate others. Illuminate. Darkness for obscurity and condition, and for error, blindness, and ignorance. Okay. Fire and meteor refers to both heaven and earth and signify follow. Burning anything with fire is put for consuming thereof by war. A conflagration of the earth, or turning a country into a lake of fire for the consumption of a kingdom by war. The being in the furnace for being in slavery under another nation. Let me see. Riding on the clouds for reigning over much people. Covering the sun with a cloud with smoke for oppression of the king by the armies of an enemy. Let me see. A storm of thunder, lightning, hail, and overflowing rain for a tempest of war. Let me see. In the earth and dry land, congregate waters, or a sea, a river, a flood, are put for the people of several regions, nations, or dominions. Embittering the waters, like wormwood, for a great affliction of the people by war and persecution. Turning things into blood, like river, water, for the mystical death of bodies politic. The overflowing of sea and river, like flood, for the invasion of the earth politic by the people of the waters. In this case, when he was talking about this one, he talking about the Greek. And yeah, No, the Greek is land, so the Roman is water. Drying up of water for the conquest of their regions by the earth. Fountains of water for cities. Go from there. Ship for war. Animals and also vegetables are put for the people of several regions. So it's trees and birds, insects for those of politics of heaven and earth. Forest for a kingdom, wilderness for desolate and thin people. So when the beast of man put for a kingdom, his part and quality are put for an analogous part of qualities of their kingdom as the head of the beast. Let me see. Let me go back up. Where is it? Lion, bear, and leopard, a goat, according to their quality, the animals. Sometimes vegetables and animals are by certain epithet or circumstances extend to other significance. Tree of life and knowledge and the beast, called the old serpent of worship. Mm. So, I want to use this. I'm like, okay, let's say I'm going to do a thesis. I want to use this as a translation of my thesis. Because when I'm going to start looking at the Bible, starting with Revelation 1, right? And the letter to the seven churches, the loveless church, the persecuted church, let me see, the compromising church and the corrupt church, and so forth and so on and so forth. And then I wanted to talk about the seals and everything else. So I tell you what, I've